Hey everyone, I want to talk about a cryptocurrency today and how $50 or maximum $100 can be a game changer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down and turn it into a mini lesson on investing in cryptocurrency. And I'm going to show you some things about a project that I like. And today is a great day. Why? Because Bitcoin is down, Ethereum is down, it's pulling the entire market down with it. So there's opportunities. I like buying when things go down after I've done my due diligence. So with that being said, do not fast forward this. Do not put a ton of money into it. Do not put all your money into it. If 50 or $100 is all you have, do not do this. All right. But watch along, and I'm going to show you some things that I like about it because not a lot of people are paying attention to this project. And I think if the team pulls this off, this could be something really impressive. Okay. So, real quick, we're going to jump on to CoinMarketCap, and I'm going to show you something today. A sea of red. We've got Bitcoin down to 109, down 6%. Ethereum's down 14%. And if you look, it's pulling everything down with it. Now, this is the project I want to show you. And again, before I show you, do not put all your money into it. Do not chase something crazy. But this is a very small market cap. And this is a coin that just converted from another project on a one-for-one exchange. And the team seems to be kicking some butt. Now, there's no promises in life, but I want to show you something really important about this. All right. So, the project I want to look at today is the Reactive Network. Okay. If you look at the all-time chart, this has only been around since March of 2025. The reason why is because this used to be a different project called PRQ. All right. They did a one-for-one exchange and rebranded it. And the team is coming in with some new things like combining a layer one blockchain with an oracle, okay, together. So it can have an oracle bringing in data feeds alongside of its layer one so that it can react, hence the name, to changing conditions in markets. Okay. It's also being dubbed a problem solver for other chains, multiple other chains. So, what I want to show you right here is really important. First off, I'll put a link down below to crypto.com. If you don't have one of these exchanges, I do have a link for crypto.com. And the cool thing about that link is you would get, if it's a new account, you'll get 20% of your trading fees back as a rebate, I believe, in stablecoin. Okay. So that's a pretty cool link. But if not, it's on all of these exchanges, right? Well, one thing that's really important to note is that PRQ, before it was delisted from Coinbase, it was on Coinbase. And all the delisting went really clean. Everything was good to go. And the team on X said, hey, the documents are in on Coinbase's desk. We're just waiting for them. So that could be a catalyst for a price rise because when all of a sudden you see these projects get listed on major exchanges like Binance and Coinbase, a lot of buying happens like 8 out of 10 times. All right. So that's one thing, but that's not why you buy this. All right. Check this out. If we look over here on Etherscan, you'll notice that as of this morning, there was only 2,800 wallets open with these React tokens. Okay. So you could see that all of a sudden there's been a spike. All right. In transaction or sorry, in crypto holders. That's honestly because I did a post on X about it. And so people are picking it up. And I was thinking, what would happen if a bunch of people around the world looked at a project like this and didn't FOMO in and they went just like $50 or 100 and opened, bought a little bit of it, just held it and watched what happened, right? Well, first off, it could suck up all the liquidity. But on top of that, what happens is when it's a good experience, you have a little bit, you start with just a little bit, you start to do your research, you start figuring things out. And if you like what you see, you start to invest with conviction, right? This is how a lot of people got involved with XRP. They bought 25, $50 worth of XRP. They started reading news about it, following the teams and all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden they started putting a little more in, a little more in. And before you knew it, the price had exploded, right? So you can see Reactive Networks already got 70,000 followers on X right now. And they're already doing building challenges and staking right now on the network. And they're actually pretty darn receptive. As a matter of fact, I haven't even seen this. This is a new post right there. You can see that they're pretty darn active on their X. They do a lot of Q&A sessions and things like that. And this is something that I've been looking at that I put some money into it. But again, I didn't put everything into it, right? We're waiting to see, and I'm hoping to meet with the team here pretty shortly to see if it's something that would warrant further investigation. That's why I always say, hey, if you're going to go into something new, do your own due diligence, but go small. And what's really cool is you could come here onto the I'm going to put a link here to Coin Market Cap, the actual page directly to this. So it brings you here because there's already another company out there trying to use the exact same ticker to attract people, and that's no good. All right. So I'll bring you this one so that you look at this ticker, you use the symbol, all of that stuff, and if you decide to invest, you invest on one of these exchanges with this exact ticker. Okay. And then I'll put a link down to crypto.com if you want to take advantage of that affiliate link that has the 20% bonus rebate for you guys on your trading fees. All right. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this. I'm pretty excited about this. But again, this all comes down to if the two things: can the team do everything that they said they want to do? And it sounds like their test net for their main net's coming out in about 4 to 5 weeks. So I'm showing you this project prior to a Coinbase listing, if that is able to pull off, prior to their main net releasing, right? And secondly, can they get the word of mouth out? That's the biggest thing with all of these cryptocurrencies. So hopefully you enjoyed this free lesson. Hopefully it made sense, the things I show you. Again, no FOMO and no going crazy and putting everything you got into it. Because what happens if the market turns down and you only put 50 bucks in? You're like, shoot, I'll buy a little bit more if I like the project, if I like what's going on with it, but never, ever break the bank. All right, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.